Well, hello, and welcome to another edition of Mental Health Mondays. My name is John Cordray, and I'm a national certified therapist. And today I want to talk about what is a bully and what different types of bullying there are out there, and what you can do if you are bullied. And this is a huge topic. And I'm sure most of you have been bullied at one point or another in your life. I don't care how old you are. You might be an adult in your 50s or 60s and you're watching this and it brings back memories of when you were bullied at recess or at school. Or you might be a student right now in high school, elementary, or younger, and somebody is bullying you even today, said something mean to you, and it hurts your feelings, doesn't it? And so I wanted to address this because it's a huge topic that I don't think we talk about as much as we should. And believe it or not, it's proven scientifically through brain scans that when someone bullies you and makes fun of you, it operates the same pain sensors in your brain as if you were to hurt yourself physically. Same place. So it shows up in a brain scan when you're made fun of, or when someone makes fun of you, it shows up in this brain scan, the same place as if you were to get a physical pain. So it's real. It's not something that you're making up. Those feelings that you have that you feel left out and rejected and abandoned and made fun of and ostracized, those feelings are real and they hurt really bad. The problem is they're invisible. Nobody can see them, but you can feel them. You might even have gone to somebody and said, so-and-so is being a bully, and that person didn't really help you. Or they didn't believe you, or they felt like they didn't believe you. And so, what do you do? What do you do when someone calls you a name? And what types of bullying are actually occurring today among teenagers, among young people all around the world? And oftentimes that bullying happens under or behind the teacher's back or the adult's back, and whether you're a parent or a teacher, and it's just, let's just face it, we can't be there 24/7. We can't watch kids 24/7. But we know it goes on a school bus, and at recess, at lunch, in the classroom. Even adults bullying other adults. You've heard of road rage, right? Well, that's a form of it. And that reaction of an adult behind the wheel, that reaction, that sudden rage, really stems from when they were bullied. It's almost like they're getting revenge. And so there are different types of bullying. And so I think it's important to distinguish, first of all, what is bullying and what is not bullying. Because I know sometimes people have misconceptions of what being bullied really means. And it's pretty basic. It's a basic definition of bullying is if somebody is making fun of you for whatever reason, doesn't matter what is said, it doesn't matter if the words are used to doesn't mean if it's a big word like I'm going to kill you or you're stupid, you're an idiot. It doesn't matter really specifically the words. It matters is if those words actually hurt your feelings. So somebody can call you a name, and that name may not be a horrible name to somebody who just happens to hear it, but maybe there's an inside jab of that name. And that inside jab is what hurts the most. So when someone calls you a name, when somebody makes fun of you, maybe for what you look like, maybe for a talent that maybe you're not quite good enough athletically wise. Maybe you're a little heavier, or maybe you have, I had buck teeth when I was in 6th grade, and I was called Beaver because I had big teeth. So it could be your features, what you look like, or it could be your social status in life. Maybe your parents weren't very rich and you don't have a lot of money, and people make fun of that. And typically, somebody looks for a weakness and then they exploit it. They use it to hurt your feelings, to build themselves up while they tear you down. And the different types of bullying could be verbal, face-to-face, could be at school. Maybe someone says something and a lot of kids laugh and point fingers. Or what's happening more and more is cyberbullying. Bullying being done online, and it might even be someone you don't even know. You might be on social media, you might be in a chat room, you might be playing online video games, and somebody is tearing you down and hurting your feelings, and that is bullying. So whether it's real life, face-to-face bullying, or whether it's cyberbullying and you don't know them, whether you know them or don't know them, it's still wrong and it still hurts, and you need to do something about it. What do you do? And how do you know? Okay, on one hand, you can say, well, they're just joking. On the other hand, yeah, they might be joking, but what they're saying is awfully hurtful. And so that needs to stop. So if you're a student right now and you go to school, or whether it's online, and you're being bullied, tell an adult. Tell somebody who will take you serious. Tell your parents, tell a teacher, tell somebody, a counselor that will take you serious. And you have to be very specific. Instead of saying someone's bullying me, tell them what they're saying. Somebody just called me fat. Somebody just said that I'm stupid or I'm ugly. Be specific. Tell an adult, and don't be general to say, well, somebody was being mean to me today. Be specific. And with this particular case, when it involves bullying, you've got to say something. You have to report it. And I know a lot of students say, well, I don't want to snitch. I don't want to be that person that snitches. But there's a difference between reporting and snitching. You're not trying to get somebody in trouble. You're trying to stop the abuse. And that's what it is. Bullying is abuse. Verbal and emotional abuse. Let's call it what it is. So if you're being bullied right now, currently, tell an adult if you're a student. If you're an adult, tell someone that you trust. Maybe you got to stand up to them. And we don't have time in this video to talk about how to stand up, but what I'm not advocating is revenge. Don't get revenge. There's a way, there's a place on how to stand up to your bullying, but it's not revenge. You don't want to fight back, you don't want to tear them down, and you certainly don't want to tear down someone else to build yourself up. And that, my friends, is what happens to a lot of people who are bullies themselves, have been bullied at one time or another. They're hurting. And so what they use to help build themselves up is to tear other people down. And I know you take it personal, and then you should, because it is personal, but in reality, the person who is the bully, that person needs to get help. And they're not dealing with their pain. They're pushing it off on somebody else. So if you're being bullied, it is a real thing. It is important for you to report it. It's important for you to say something about it. It's important for you to get the help that you need. Because I will tell you right now, there are people watching this video who are a lot older than I am, who are watching this video, and it brings back memories that they have been bullied. And it hurts still to this day. If they have been bullied as a child, they know exactly what it feels like right now. Doesn't matter how old they are. So it's important that you tell an adult, tell somebody, get someone to listen to you and report it. And that's the best thing that you can do. So that's what I want to encourage you to do, okay? Let's do it. Remember, reporting is not the same thing as snitching. Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Mental Health Mondays. My name is John Cordray, and I want you to take care of yourself, and I'm here for you, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.